What's up with y'all boys? We are trading here. Market just opened about 3 minutes ago. We're just waiting to see what it's gonna give us today. Um, right now we have a bearish SMT. These highs, and then ES actually took out this 30-minute low, and then this 15-minute low. So we could get bullish pressure off this. We just have to wait and see. Currently in this 15-minute gap right now on NASDAQ, and we inverse that gap actually on ES. So we want to see if we're gonna end up, or well, technically we already did break structure on the 15-minute on ES, so we just want to see if NASDAQ's gonna want to come down here and break structure. We're getting a nice push down right now, so we can definitely see what's going to happen here. ES would be considered the leading index right now, so no entry for me yet, obviously, here. Ideally, I would have liked to catch these lows because those are pretty obvious draws in liquidity for me, but as you can see, no entry for me here, not even a single retrace. I would have had to see price come back into this 5-minute gap at least. No retracement, so yeah. Then we had a reversal after this sweep here, causing this move up. So yeah, boys, that's kind of what we're seeing right now. We have a bunch of stacked highs up here where we could get a scenario where we want to take out all this low resistance because we are a little overextended, so then we could, fill orders down here, and then that will maybe drive price up, and then NQ will be our leading index since we're still all the way up here. We get some sort of scenario where ES comes down here, maybe breaks down again, and then we get an inverse fair value gap up here, and then we can literally target all, like, I don't know whether that move will be now, because I mean that's far away, but and then we could literally target up here, but on NQ we'll still all the way be up here, so then NQ would maybe just want to sweep this low and then maybe break again, and then we get manipulation, maybe an SMT off that, with NAS being the leading index or something, and then we can take out these pre-market highs plus all these hourly low resistance here. Ideally, price is going to be wanting to get draw. Wow, price is wanting to draw towards there because we gotta remember we are at all-time highs and stuff. So I'm actually going to be trading on paper today though. Just wanted to step away from evals just for a little bit. Just some personal, just personal stuff, but I'm also waiting on my live account to be fully set up as well. So okay, I would say this would be cool, but we already swept this low, so that's not really, doesn't really matter anymore, especially because that's an hourly low. So it's kind of what we're noticing right now. But we also have to remember too, we are bearish on the 4-hour on ES. Let's see, same idea with NASDAQ as well. We're bearish on the 4-hour. And we are in this really big fair value gap here. Same thing with ES. Same on the 1-hour. Well, on the 1-hour, I think, yeah, we're still bullish on the 1-hour in this hourly gap. That's a bullish gap, so that'll probably be a pretty significant gap here. If we want to just straight up inverse this, then maybe we want to move lower, but in my opinion, we already took out enough draws to now push the market higher, because the market isn't just going to move straight up, you know what I'm saying? We have to move in retraces. So yeah, it's hourly going in for. Hourly on NASDAQ, we are bullish. Same thing with ES. So we're in a scenario where 4 hours bearish, 1 hour is bullish. So we're really going to have to look at imbalances and get confirmation that, hey, we could also wait another 20 minutes, see if we want to inverse this 30-minute. That can be crucial as well. But if we hold this, this could be a Mondo SMT. So, and we have to remember we're at all-time highs, so, you know, that plays a key factor for sure. All right. So, we'll see if this is valid. I'll change that color. Something yellow. Okay. SMT. Swept that low. Okay. So this is not looking bad right now, I'm not gonna lie. So if we can inverse this gap in the next 2 minutes on the 5-minute, because we are getting this huge rejection wick here. So that's good, considering the narrative here would probably be to move higher because we're filling these gaps here and we manipulated all of these here. You know what I'm saying? All this low resistance, we took out all this low resistance if we go to lower time frame. So that isn't looking bad at all, really. That looks great, honestly. So now we just need a scenario where we can inverse this gap. And we'll have to pay attention as well to this gap here on ES because this is the more bearish index. So we want to also see this get inversed, ideally as well, because obviously this is the more bullish index. So we'd like to probably see this inverse as well, because we don't want it just to fill here, maybe even fill with a big wick and then come back down. And then we get confirmation and it breaks. Because NAS is already past this gap by now, probably, yeah. So we have another minute and a half. we want to see here what we're going to do. And then once we inverse this, we will just want to see a retrace. We're going to want to see either a break of structure back to the downside, or like equilibrium or something, but this is a big move up, so I do wish there was a break of structure point. But on the 1 minute, we do have this gap here. So if we can, get something like that, I don't know. But we just gotta keep an eye out for that. Yeah, guys. So we're currently in this 5 minute now. We also are about to form this 15-minute gap, potentially. Maybe not. Looks like price just filled that. Yep, price just filled that on ES. So we're moving nicely off this SMT here. This is the top gap. Okay, so we inverse that gap. So we want to see now a retrace on the 1 minute time frame. Ideally break a structure here. Hopefully before we take out these. That looks like the narrative right now, but we may not get that, and that's alright. That's just what we have to pay attention to. Hopefully we get that. Be kind of fortunate if we didn't, but that's just what we're looking for right now. Obviously staying patient, don't want to force nothing, just waiting for my strategy to present itself. And if it does, if we can get a break and then an inverse back or something like along those lines, then hey. We're gonna want to execute. Want to execute because everything aligns. But it's looking like we may not get it. If we hit this, I mean, there's still opportunity, but it's just that's really the narrative I wanted for the day. But we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens. We also got to keep in mind too, we're well above these highs now on NASDAQ. Okay. That's probably around where equilibrium is as well. Yeah, I figured. We'll see. I don't know if we'll get it. Yeah, it's right around where equilibrium is, but I don't think we're I don't think we're gonna get it. So yeah. Welcome to the machine. Slowing down right there. So we'll see. Whoops. You also inverse that this top 5 minute gap as well. So that's cool. We have this bullish 5 minute gap here. Um, I don't know how low we're gonna want to go, but we're obviously gonna want to see this get respected for us to hold the narrative of, hey, we want these highs on NASDAQ. So yeah, we're just gonna see what happens here. So I mean, we technically did get a break of structure. Yeah, I mean, I'd maybe want to see us come this low, but we got a break, so we did get a retrace. Because I don't know if the market will necessarily want to give that to us, but we shall see. Maybe we'll see if we get a close beneath here or something. But if we get this inverse for value gap here, then we could we can execute, I think. Simply it's not the best risk reward, but it's really not. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can get. Price filled that gap a little bit. Okay, so I figured we want to go lower. It's kind of what I said originally. I just marked out that gap just in case we did want to inverse that because we are close. That could have been the final thing we need, sweeping these lows again, or maybe even potentially these lows, like I said originally. Dang, I gotta go to the bathroom. So, yeah, we have 50 something seconds left. We're fully filling this on a yes. NASDAQ came into it a little bit. Still never went to this low, like I said, but you know, if we break structure here, then you know, safe to assume that we probably still want to maintain this 5-minute. Zero. Okay, we're slowing down right at this range here. Yes. Closed here. So we probably at this point we just want to see ES go up here. We want to see NASDAQ break this. For a long opportunity. We'll see if we get it. We also have this. We could enter off of this, and we have that inverse on ES. We don't have that on NAS, unfortunately, but yeah, so inverse that on ES. Got that break there. Literally just right here we want 6 of the position. All right. 4. Sell limit. 4. Oh. I actually don't want that. Uh, do Alright, firm. Alright, stop, start, break even. Just hit TP1. Confirm. See if we can get TP2. And then we have one more. Take profit. Alright, looks like that just stopped us out break even. Alright. that was a pretty quick trade here. But yeah, just like that, we're out of there like that. Yeah, bro, that will just about do it for me. Yeah, cool. That was Take Profit, boys. Um, yeah, um, probably could have played that a little better. Maybe not move full break even yet. I probably want to move break even now. Um, so then we could have caught the final TP like I had up here, but I'm chill with that. Quick trade for sure. But that's what I was wanting. That's what I was waiting for. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, dude, it's literally only 10 and we are done for the day. So yeah. Love and appreciate y'all boys. And yeah, it was just on paper, but yeah, that's how we execute. Peace.